Hello, Ms. Morris. Thank you for your presentation. I found it very helpful because I work with children in their homes, and a lot of them do have ADHD. It is interesting because their parents oftentimes also have some form of ADHD, and or there is a lot of instability in the home. There's not enough structure. It's a fly by your seat kind of lifestyle, and the parents often don't have a guiding force in their lives. Actually, oftentimes they're not going to church. There is not a lot of emphasis on faith, Christian values. Not to say that Christian families don't experience the same challenges of ADHD, but I am seeing there's a lot more exaggeration with the ADHD and even the parents' reactions to it, and the generally just more challenges, whether it's the school system is also complaining or other key players. So just to share a little bit about, the Christian perspective on that, but I'll get back to that near the end of my reply. So I did look at a peer-reviewed research article, The Effects of Family-Based Mindfulness Intervention on ADHD Symptomology in Young Children and Their Parents, a randomized control trial. So this actually was a Chinese study, mainly using male children, and that was one of the gaps that they said it would probably have been more beneficial to study also female children, more of the female children. The conclusion was that the positive results on the child primary outcome measures have provided initial evidence of the family-based mindfulness intervention as a treatment option to ADHD. The reduction of parental stress and increase in psychological well-being has demonstrated the value of mindfulness in enhancing parent self-management. So again, self-management, going back to the parents and helping them with their own lives, their own reactions and responses to life stressors, the daily, challenges that they have. And so that was what this study found. It actually helped the parents even more than they found a significant effect with the children. I think it was the results actually showed it helped the parents themselves. And then going back to your study, so I did see that you're using the mindfulness attention awareness scale, but I was wondering if you had any way to measure ADHD, screening your participants and using a measuring tool to determine if the children truly have ADHD. One example is a pretest, and I thought maybe the DSM-5, would be a measurement tool for you to utilize. But I do like the idea of you going to schools, and I imagine if the schools agree to it, and I don't know how difficult that would be, they would then have to ask the parents or send a permission slip home for permission. And then as far as Christian integration, I found an article going back to what I was talking about in the beginning with, I think, generally the homes where Christianity is a part of the lifestyle, they tend to do better despite the challenges and handle it in a better way. They're more resilient overall. This focus on the family helping the ADHD child said the ADHD child needs structure and consistency. Give instructions simply and clearly. Avoid giving a chain of directions. Enforce rules and limits consistently and predictably with consequences appropriate for the violation. And offer praise and encouragement. It says The child with ADHD needs to know he is loved and accepted as an important member of the family, especially because his disruptive behavior, difficulties with schoolwork, and lack of success in other areas such as games and sports will generate negative feedback from several directions. He needs to know that you and others are on his team and always will be. When he does what he is told, accomplishes a task, plays well with another child, or makes progress at school, praise him. A special time of 10 or 15 minutes every day with one or both parents can allow some positive attention to be focused on him regularly. As far as where to go in the Bible for guidance and direction with these challenges as a parent, I believe Proverbs is a wonderful book to go to. For when I work with families who say they go to church, now I'm not hesitating to take them back to some biblical references to help because they need that strong guiding light in their lives. Thank you so much, and I wish you the best of success with your studies.